If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out.
You just have to stand 10 toes on sinking with the ship. What up, YouTube? H-Star gonna be speaking about Neo again, and this time he responded to the said backlash after he had already issued an apology. He went on a whole tirade on Instagram, mostly about how much he stands 10 toes about what he says and believes.
This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQ plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important. They're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neo. Peace and love.
Now, part of me is a bit confused as to which part of the original tape that caused him a bunch of outrage. Because I firmly believe that the reason why they came at him so hard is the first part where he was saying when he was growing up, he was always raised to believe that there's 2 genders, a man and a woman. And I think that may have been the quote that got him in trouble and not the second half. But if it is the second half, and the second half of it was him speaking about kids as young as 5 or 12 making that life-altering decision, to me it would be crazy that a lot of people came into his neck for that, if that in fact was the case. But my only thing with Neo is I think somebody needs to tell him, like, you know, it's 2023. There are certain things you cannot say or do anymore. And do I like it? No, it is what it is. You have to either adapt or die. You either adapt to change, adapt to the situations around you, or you die a hero. And I don't think dying a hero and trying to go out and make yourself a martyr is really that noble anymore. And Neo says, like, yo, if I get canceled, cool, I'm a hustler. If I start making money, I'm gonna figure out a way to take care of me and mine. Cool. I just hope Neo just don't come back to the internet trying to expect people to feel sorry for him. If in fact he was to come out and say, yo, I'm losing a lot of money, no one's going to feel sorry for you now if that happens. I'm a firm believer in staying 10 toes on what you say. But just know there are certain opinions that's not worth airing out. And on the surface level, I know it can sound crazy, like, oh, people can lose their entire livelihoods over an opinion, but it is what it is. And I can go deep into it to try to, you know, speculate as to why we even have cancel culture in the first place. It is because nowadays, now more than ever, we have more Americans that are far less Republican, and more of them tend to lean either progressively, moderately, independent, democratic, or outright liberal. And even though I know the numbers are kind of like split fairly even when it comes to people choosing, you know, Democrat or Republican. I think with both sides it's almost 50%, but still, I think that is a big reason why we got cancel culture. More people are leaning to the left or somewhat in between than ever before. And I know people can look at it like, oh, they want to control freedom of speech. The only problem with freedom of speech is that if you say something crazy and it goes unchecked, it's going to be chaos in the streets. So therefore, you kind of need cancel culture in a sense to get the right ones canceled. And I just looked at cancel culture as a whole as like a thing that has been weaponized by both groups, by both people who are on the right, both people who are on the left. Because I guarantee you, if it was somebody going viral for being anti-gun, or someone who was, let's say they were burning an American flag, or someone expressing themselves by way of a protest or a riot, they'll call them people un-American, and they'll try to get them said people canceled or out of a job or out of Hollywood. Which is why, if you want to go deeper down the rabbit hole, we always see the phrase, get woke, go broke. That is another form of cancel culture. That slogan and tagline is just part of cancel culture that is weaponized by the right. And I don't mean to get political, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a very observant person. I can peep shit, what's going on, and kind of easily put two and two together. And I understand people want to say what they want and express how they feel, but you also have to be cognizant and realize, you know, or take into consideration how other people could feel, how this could negatively impact you, your businesses, your livelihood. Now, granted, Neo's at a place where he's not really doing much of anything anymore. He's just chilling. He ain't really making music like that. He ain't in movies and shows that I know of. But if there was any like future opportunity that was on the table or could have been on the table, it may have been taken off the table now for all we know. But that's why, like, when you are someone who's hella rich, or if you're someone who has shit to lose, you need to act like it. You need to act like everything you got can be taken away from you tomorrow, and you need to move accordingly. You need to watch what you say. You need to watch what you do, because you always have to think to yourself, gee, if I say this thing, will it cost me dearly? And if you ask yourself that mentally, and the answer is yes, just don't say it. It's easier to just not say something that you know is going to cause outrage, that you know is going to get your ass in trouble. So it's easier to just be quiet. Because think of it this way. Remember back in the 80s when you had the whole Reagan administration? I think, if I'm not mistaken, most Americans, they leaned either Republican or conservative, maybe with the exceptions of California and the state of New York. But apart from them two states, most of Americans lean that way. And if you think about it, what if social media was at a place where it's at today, back in the 80s, at the height of the Reagan administration? I guarantee you, any opinion that was anything to do with any type of liberal ideology or ideal would have been squashed. They would have got the person canceled and the hell out of here, packed up and out of a job. And look, I'm all for anybody, everybody speaking how they feel. Just know that before you say something, you need to really think about it. Don't just think about it and just blurt it out. Just really think about what you're about to say. Really think, how is this going to affect me? How is this going to affect the people I love the most? And if it will affect them in a bad way, then just don't say anything. Then you really have to take into consideration, should it even be said at all? And you have to really look in the mirror and be like, all right, what I'm about to say could in fact cost me dearly, but I'm gonna stand 10 toes behind with whatever shitstorm comes my way. And if Neo's okay with losing millions of dollars and going broke, which I doubt would ever happen considering how much money he got, then so be it. You just have to stand 10 toes on sinking with the ship. But y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, it's been H-Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.